It's 3 a.m. You're not asleep. You're doing math in your head. Math that doesn't add up. The rent is due in 6 days. The credit card minimum is due in 9. You told yourself last month you'd finally start putting something away. Anything. But then the car needed brakes. And your phone screen cracked. And suddenly that $200 you were going to save just disappeared. Again. And the worst part, you're not broke. You have a job. You make decent money. On paper, your life looks fine. But you feel like you're one unexpected bill away from a full collapse. Like you're running on a treadmill that's slowly speeding up. And nobody told you there's no finish line. Here's what nobody is going to tell you at the bank. Or in a financial advice column. Or in a sponsored Instagram post from some guy on a yacht. The first $20,000 you save does not just change your bank account. It changes your brain. Not metaphorically, neurologically, psychologically. The way you process risk. The way you make decisions. The way you respond to pressure. It literally rewires. And today, I'm going to show you the brutal math behind why that number matters. What it actually costs you to not have it. And the exact psychological mechanism that keeps millions of people permanently stuck in survival mode. People making $40,000, $55,000, even $80,000 a year. This is not motivation. This is math. Let's go. Let's talk about the lie first. Because there is one, and it is being told to you constantly. The lie sounds like this. You deserve it. You got a raise. You have been working hard. The dealer says you are approved for a $38,000 car. The bank says you qualify for a $420,000 mortgage. Your friends are upgrading their apartments. Your coworker just got a new truck. The algorithm is showing you kitchen renovations, vacation packages, and a jacket that costs $340 but feels worth it. And the system, all of it, every ad, every approval letter, every buy now pay later button, is designed to do one thing: convert your income into someone else's wealth the moment it arrives in your account. This is not cynicism. This is the documented business model of the consumer economy. Here is what the marketing never shows you. Actual wealthy people are shockingly boring spenders. Multiple studies on millionaire behavior found that the majority of people with a net worth over $1 million drive used cars, live in modest homes, and spend deliberately. They are not flashy. They are not performing wealth. They have exited the performance entirely. That is called stealth wealth. And it is not about being cheap. It is about understanding that every dollar spent on appearance is a dollar that cannot compound. The person pulling up in the $65,000 SUV with the 84-month loan, statistically, they have less net worth than the person driving a paid-off 2017 Honda Civic. The house with the double garage and the designer landscaping, there is a 72% chance there is less than $10,000 in liquid savings behind that front door. The trap is not stupidity. The trap is a system that profits from you believing that looking stable is the same thing as being stable. It is not. Let me introduce you to two people. Same age, 27, same starting salary, $52,000 a year. Meet Marcus and Daniel. Marcus does what society tells him. He finances a $34,000 car, $580 a month for 72 months. He rents a nice apartment for $1,350 a month. He eats out most of the week, buys the newest phone on a payment plan, and carries a balance on his credit card. He is not reckless. He is just. Daniel makes different choices. He buys a 6-year-old Honda outright for $11,000, saved up over 14 months. He rents a smaller place for $850 a month. He drives a car that impresses nobody at the traffic light. And every single month, Daniel puts $580 into a simple index fund. Now here is where it gets brutal. Marcus's car payment alone, $580 a month for 72 months, costs him $41,760 total. That car is now worth $19,000. He has lost over $22,000 to depreciation and interest. Then, at 33, he does it again. Daniel, over that same 72 months, investing $580 every month at an average 9% annual return, has $54,000. But it does not stop there. If Daniel never invests another single dollar, just lets that $54,000 sit and compound for 30 years at 9%, he retires with $714,000 from one car decision, one uncomfortable choice. $714,000. Now layer on the credit card interest, the restaurant spending, the phone upgrades, the affordable lifestyle the bank bank told him he qualified for. Every single one of those has an opportunity cost multiplier attached to it. The $8 daily coffee habit over 35 years is $118,000. The $200 monthly clothing habit, another $470,000 in compounding potential, surrendered to looking put together on a Tuesday. This is the lifestyle multiplier effect. It does not just cost you money now, it costs you the version of yourself that had options. Here is what the financial industry never discusses. What this does to your mind when you have no financial cushion, when you are living paycheck to paycheck, or within $1,000 of it. Your brain is operating in a documented scarcity mindset. This is not a character flaw. It is neuroscience. Research from Princeton and Harvard shows that financial scarcity consumes cognitive bandwidth measurably. In the same way that losing a full night of sleep reduces your IQ, you are literally less intelligent, less patient, and less capable of long-term thinking. When you are financially anxious, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, impulse control, and rational decision-making, goes partially offline. Cortisol spikes, decision fatigue sets in faster, and the cruelest irony, the less money you have, the harder it becomes to make the good financial decisions that would fix it. The trap tightens. Now here is the shift. Studies on savings behavior consistently show a notable stress threshold, somewhere around $10,000 to $20,000 in accessible savings. Not invested. Not a retirement account you cannot touch. Liquid. Available. When you cross that line, something changes. The 3 a.m. math stops. Not because every problem is solved, but because your brain finally registers that a single unexpected event will not destroy you. You move from reactive to proactive, from panic to strategy. You start seeing your income as a tool instead of a lifeline. That is not a small thing. That is the entire game. So how do you actually get there? 3 rules. Non-negotiable. Rule 1. Calculate the true cost, not the monthly payment. The monthly payment is a lie designed to make large numbers feel small. Before any purchase over $500, calculate the full price, including interest, maintenance, insurance, and opportunity cost. A $38,000 finance car is not $499 a month. It is $38,000 plus $6,200 in interest, plus insurance, plus depreciation, and it is $900,000 in potential future wealth. See the full number. Always. Rule 2. Apply the replacement test. Before you spend on anything non-essential, ask yourself, if this broke tomorrow, would I replace it? If the answer is not an immediate yes, if you would pause, reconsider, maybe go without, then you do not actually need it today. This one filter eliminates 30 to 40% of impulse spending for most people within the first month. Rule 3. Define enough before you earn more. Most people assume that earning more will fix the anxiety. It will not. Lifestyle inflation is faster than income growth, almost universally. Before your next raise, before your next job, decide exactly what your life costs at its current level and commit to keeping it there for the next 18 months. Every dollar of income growth above that line goes directly toward the $20,000 baseline. No exceptions, no negotiations. Here is the truth that nobody selling you anything wants you to understand. Wealth is not a number in an account. It is the number of options you have. Options to leave a job that is making you miserable. Options to handle a medical emergency without going into debt. Options to say no to things that do not serve you. Options to actually choose your life instead of surviving it. The first $20,000 does not make you rich. It makes you free enough to think clearly. And once you can think clearly, without cortisol, without the 3 a.m. math, without the suffocating pressure of one bad month ending everything, that is when the real game begins. Start there. Everything else follows. It rewires the way you see every dollar that comes after it. It is the moment everything shifts. The anxiety fades. The horizon opens up. And for the first time, you start building instead of surviving. Because once you cross that threshold, the math starts working for you instead of against you. Every month that passes, your money grows without you lifting a finger. 2 people, same income, same city, same opportunities. One is drowning in bills. The other is quietly building a future. The only difference is the threshold they crossed. This is what compound growth actually looks like. It starts slow. It stays flat for a long time. And then one day, it bends. And it never looks back. It starts with with one coin, 1 month, one decision to keep going even when it feels pointless. Month after month, the calendar moves. The jar fills, slowly at first, then faster than you ever expected. You start seeing things you never saw before. The hidden fees, the true costs, the numbers behind the numbers. Because now your brain has the space to look. And once it starts rolling, it does not stop. Every dollar you save makes the next dollar easier to save. This is the momentum nobody talks about. 10 years from now, Marcus and Daniel will stand in completely different places. Not because of talent, not because of luck, because of one decision made at 27. A modest car, a simple home, a jar that keeps filling. From the outside it looks like nothing. From the inside it feels like everything. Every single day you are making a choice. The car that impresses strangers, or the freedom that changes your life. You cannot have both. Choose carefully. Financial freedom is not a number on a balance sheet. It is the feeling of waking up and knowing that today you have options. Real ones. Save the first $20,000. Change the brain. The rest follows. Start there. Everything else follows.